So, I saw this video. This man was swallowed by a whale. And what I wanted to highlight is the way he described the experience. And immediately what came to my mind was the Jonah experience. So let's just watch this and hear how he described being swallowed by a whale. I did a message a few weeks ago about Jonah. And again, so when I heard this, I was like, you know what? Okay, I want to share this, bring it to the fore. And let's get an idea, a modern description of someone experiencing something similar. Someone said in the comments that Jonah was in the whale's belly for 3 days and 3 nights, but this man was in the whale's belly for 3 seconds. Well, in the whale's mouth for 3 seconds, right? But it's quite interesting the way he described it. So let's watch this video.
Tonight, swallowed by a whale. 23-year-old Adrian Simancas swallowed and then spit out by a humpback whale while kayaking last weekend. It's a truly incredible thing to even imagine. And then, here's this. It was caught on tape.
Hey! Ya, vente, vente!
The story about Jonah. Oh, yeah. True story, of course. So those of you who are just wondering, can this happen? It can. But let's continue. Let's watch the video.
Tranquilo, agarra el bote, agárralo, tranquilo, agárralo, no te subas, agárralo.
His father recorded that video while the two were kayaking in the Strait of Magellan in southern Chile. And Adrian and his father, Del, are here to tell the tale out front tonight. Adrian, I think the whole world has seen this video probably many times. I can't stop watching it. We're showing it again. You are the one there. You're paddling. The waters look very choppy, cold, gray. And then all of a sudden you disappear for several seconds. Can you tell me what happened?
We were on our back raft and suddenly I felt like a wave struck me from behind, but it was very, very heavy to be anything like that. So when I turned around, I saw some blue dark colors and white flashing right through my face, and I felt a slimy texture in my cheek.
We're literally hearing a modern day example of what Jonah went through, right? We go to the book of Jonah. We can see how Jonah expressed what he went through. But again, we're hearing a modern example of what that's like, in a sense, at least the immediate response and experience. And just listen to the way we're going to listen to the whole thing and see how he describes the creature, right? Let's listen.
And then it shot up down on me and took me underwater. I closed my eyes because I thought that something would crash into my face, but I didn't feel it like a crash. It was like getting hit by a wave and the hurricane of water that forms below when you're at the beach. And it was like 1 second of that strange feeling where I thought that I was already eaten by some kind of giant fish.
So you heard, right? He said eaten by some kind of giant fish, right? So if we jump to Jonah, right, look at this, right? So we're in the book of Jonah chapter 1. 17 of Jonah chapter 1 says, now the Lord had prepared a great fish to swallow up Jonah, and Jonah was in the belly of the fish 3 days and 3 nights. So it says a great fish, and he described again what he experienced. It was an actual whale, but he described it as a great fish, a big fish, right? He speaks Spanish. It seems like that's his native tongue, right? So he's saying a big fish. Right, so it's quite interesting that he described it as a big fish, and in the Bible we're seeing a great fish, but it was actually a whale that swallowed this guy for a few seconds.
But then I started to feel my water vest that was pulling me outside of the water, and there was 2 seconds until I got to the surface.
Adrian, you talk about feeling something slimy, and then it actually sounds like you're describing maybe what the mouth of the whale looked like when you talk about the gray and blue. Did you realize in those moments where you were, that you were actually inside the whale's mouth?
I guessed I was inside something's mouth, but I didn't know it was a whale.
What I can't even imagine. It's only a few seconds, but what could have been going through your mind? I mean, did you realize in that moment? I mean, if someone says to you, "What does it feel like to be inside a whale?" There really isn't anyone else on this planet that can answer that question. What was it like?
Jonah. Well, I understand Jonah is no longer here, but yeah, Jonah.
But it was just a second, but it felt like more time, because I was thinking a lot of stuff. I remembered about Pinocchio, everyone saying that, Pinocchio, and Gepetto.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's talking about Pinocchio, but I'm like, bro, the first thing that came to my mind, like, Jonah, Pinocchio, Jonah.
And it was surprising. I wasn't expecting that at all. So at first I thought that I would die, because there's nothing I can do if I'm inside the mouth of a giant fish. But yeah, it was a whale. So then I didn't have enough time to realize that I was not in danger. If the whale had hit me, it would be more dangerous.
Del, you were there.
This story again just reminds me of the book of Jonah, what Jonah experienced, right? So again, even the fact that he's alive, right? The fact that the whale spat him out, I feel like, again, just in my own mind, right? You don't have to accept this to be true, but in my own mind, I feel like it's almost like a reminder of like what Jonah experienced, right? 3 seconds, Jonah was in the whale's belly for 3 days and 3 nights. A reminder of what transpired with Jonah, given that the whale spat him back out. Like, that was the mercy of God, because who knows what could have happened, right? It's possible that the whale could have spat out the kayak, and the man was still in his mouth and he swallowed him, right? That's a possibility, but that never happened. So indeed, we thank God for his mercies, concerning, this man's life. But again, it reminded me of Jonah, and hopefully it reminds other people too of that story, and inspire them to, take a stock of their life, and maybe even take up the Bible and go and read the story of Jonah, which is a very interesting story, of course, right? So I just wanted to bring that to the fore, right? It was a video I saw, and it reminded me again, this man had a modern day experience, or a modern day Jonah experience, quite something. Again, thanks for watching. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. I'll also put a link to the full video in the description down below. Until next time, thanks for watching. God bless you all. Bye for now.